So let's take our seats and make a start. I'm going to kick off the session now with the magnificent 7 highlights of ArcGIS Online. It's going to take about 10 minutes, then I'm going to hand over to Carmel, who's going to do a deep dive into some of the technology. So just to kick off here with ArcGIS Online, show you some of the really exciting things that you can do with ArcGIS Online. Firstly, the content that you have available to you. There's a whole host of content derived from the authoritative source, but hosted by Esri. Just take a look at this now. We've got topical information, latest news stories, weather information. If you go to the people section, we've got a whole slew of demographic data, more weather data, purchasing power across the world. If we go to the transportation section, we've got a world traffic map that's updated every 5 minutes for every major road around the world. All this data is available for you to use and integrate into your maps with a subscription. So that's number 1, content. Number 2, if you make a map, we have fantastic base maps available for you to use. Carmel's going to show more of these in a second, but if you look at, say, the imagery base map, high quality imagery for every major metropolitan area of the world. If we go to Sydney, the Sydney Opera House, let's just take a look at that. You can look at the quality of the imagery. See it redraw there. The Olympic swimming pool. And if we go over to Guernsey, let's just take a look at that. There we are. So great imagery to integrate with your maps. So that's number 2, base maps. Number 3, foundation apps. These are ready-to-use apps, freely available for you with your subscription, like the Web App Builder. Carmel's going to show that in a moment. Collector for ArcGIS, you're going to see a live demo of that. Esri Maps Office, integration with the Microsoft Stack, and web application templates. We'll take a look at those. And also Operations Dashboard. So number 3, foundation apps. Number 4, the developer platform. So let's take a look at that. All of this is accessible from www.arcgis.com. If you click on Develop, you get access to the developer pages. So here you can sign up to a monthly plan. It's free for development. And we can develop location-based apps like this one. The example here shows a tourist walking around downtown Washington, D.C. As he gets closer to a monument, the alert changes on his phone. Rather like the demo I showed earlier of the trucker driving down the motorway. As he gets near the White House here, notice the message changes on the phone. This is using geotriggers. One of the developer tools. These are other ones that are available to you. So geocoding, directions, geo-enrichment, and many, many more. So that's number 4, the developer platform. Number 5, story maps. Carmel's going to show those in a minute. Here's an example of a story map. We've got the templates available to you. You just pour your data into them. This is the world's top 25 busiest airports. London Heathrow, 2012, 70 million passengers. And you can compare that with number 8, Dallas Fort Worth, just under 60 million passengers. It uses the imagery base map I just showed you. Another base map on the bottom left here, and integrates with photographs. So that's number 5, story maps. Number 6, spatial analytics. Again, you go back to arcgis.com and click on the powerful data analysis section. And this is about using patterns to understand the data, analyze the data with respect to its location. Like, for example, we might be a retail organisation trying to find the best location for a warehouse. It needs to be at least 5 acres, obviously vacant, and within a mile from the freeway. And after doing the analysis, running the analysis in ArcGIS Online, there is my result sets. So these buildings here. Or alternatively, I could be a fire department. We've got 3 fire stations I do some drive time analysis, so different drive time rings of 4, 8 and 12 minutes. So here's the 4-minute drive time, darker red's the 8-minute, and then the much darker is the 12-minute, trying to understand where the gaps are in delivering fire response to the citizens. So that's number 6, spatial analysis. And number 7, lastly, the solution templates. Again, if you go to the home page, scroll down to solutions for your industry, click on ArcGIS Solutions, whatever industry you're in. More free applications to download. So local government, state government, we've got military, police. Let's have a quick look at local government. And a very popular one is, let's just go down here, planning and development. If we go in here, we will see the public comment template, I think. So we've got notify property owners, identify flood risks, and here enhanced public comment. Here we're soliciting feedback from the public. You know, that was one of the categories of use of GIS. We're looking at a town here. We've got different building projects in yellow, and we want to solicit feedback from the public. All you do is double click on the building and you can add a comment. And obviously this goes back to the local council, and very quickly they can see what the citizens think of their proposed plan. So those are the 7 highlights. Let's bring it all together with an organisational subscription like this. This is a public one built by the Esri Disaster Response Team. They work 24/7 in their Esri headquarters, building response to world events like, for example, hurricanes and cyclones. So this map will integrate, I think, all the things that I've just been talking about. So we've got live weather information, historical weather information, the base maps, and many, many more when it comes up. So now might be a good time for questions. So here we go. So we've got social media. We've got some YouTube videos. We've got the historical hurricane tracks. We've got the real-time wind information for North America. So that's a real-time feed from all the weather stations. Legend on the left. And if we click here, we should be able to see one of the YouTube videos like that. So we can go straight to YouTube and look at a topical video. So with that, we're going to hand over to Carmel. Thank you.